스프링필드 슈퍼바이저에 출마하는 헤리티. 한인들과 함께하며 한인들의 미래를 생각해왔습니다. 교육과 스몰 비즈니스를 신경 쓰고 함께 나아갈 미래를 꿈꾸는 헤리티. 한인들의 친구 헤리티를 슈퍼바이저로 다시 뽑아주세요. 투표에 참여해 주시고 헤리티에 투표하세요. 한인들의 친구 헤리티. 11월 7일 선거에 모두 함께합시다.
I'm Springfield District Supervisor Pat Heritty. I'm a friend of the Korean community and I need your help to get re-elected on November 7th. This message paid for by friends of Pat Heritty.
You are well known to a friend of a Korean community, but introduce yourself to our viewers.
I'm Pat Heritty. I'm the current Springfield District Supervisor running for re-election on November 7th to get another term to continue my service to the Korean community here in Fairfax County. Springfield District Supervisor, but I am more a businessman than I am a politician. I've got a very famous political dad, Jack Heritty, who was the first elected official in Fairfax County to reach out to the Korean community. But I focused on business, became a chief financial officer in companies, and built a business career. I still CFO government contractors, so I'm a businessman first and a politician second. So I am keenly aware of business issues.
You are now seeking the fifth term.
Yes.
Springfield Supervisor. Why are you running for fifth term rather than the higher position?
Well, because there's a lot of work to be done on the Board of Supervisors. We have crime that's spiraling out of control. I've been able to successfully lead an effort to hire more police officers and hold our Commonwealth Attorney accountable. We've got problems in education where we've seen test scores drop. Need to focus those resources into the classroom, on teacher raises so that we can raise our standards here in Fairfax County rather than having test scores drop. And we've got unsustainable tax increases. So I still have a lot of work to do on the Board of Supervisors. That's why I'm going back for another term.
Do you have any specific plan or ideas to lower tax or?
Well, in terms of specific plans to lower taxes, I don't just vote against the budgets that created the tax increases. I put on the table alternative budgets that show the board how we can get to lower taxes. I led the effort on the Board of Supervisors to stop the 10% tax on meals. So I was successful at stopping that. I worked with a lot of the Korean restaurants at doing that. But yes, we've got a ways to go.
And how to tackle the crime, shoplifting and the business crime?
Well, with the crime issue, it really comes down to we need more officers on the street and we need a Commonwealth Attorney that will prosecute those crimes. So I was proud to lead the effort to get our police officers raises so we can attract the best police officers. We were amongst the lowest, so we were having trouble recruiting. Also put in place recruiting bonuses so that we can attract more officers in as well as keep the ones that we have here.
What do you think is the best solution to reverse the discrimination against Asian, including Korean students at the TJ High School?
Well, I'm the only supervisor on the Board of Supervisors that has spoken out against the changes for TJ admissions. I think ultimately the Supreme Court is going to overturn the school board's decision. But I've been a vocal advocate of the Korean community. I've also been a vocal advocate speaking out against Asian hate. We seem to spend a lot of time talking about black and brown without, addressing the issues in the Asian community. I've been a longtime friend of the Asian community.
As you said, you are the only Republican supervisor in Fairfax County.
Yeah.
What are the priority if you're re-elected?
Well, my priorities are, as I said, to address this unsustainable tax increase so that we can keep our older adults and our young graduates coming back to the county. We've made it unaffordable. We've got to address rising crime, 47% increase in shoplifting, increase across the board in major crimes. we've got to get our education system back. Too much is being focused on political agendas and administration rather than teacher raises and education and test scores that, we need them going up, not down.
What is the most valuable achievement during the more than 15 years of supervisor?
Well, I don't think I can list just one. I think clearly stopping the 10% tax on meals, along with the Korean restaurant industry. I led 2 rounds of pension reforms on an entirely Democratic board. I get an awful lot done despite being in the minority on the Board of Supervisors. And I'm going to continue to bring balance and common sense to the board. And, I mean, those are the 2 biggest things that I bring. As the only Republican voice, I bring a lot of common sense and a lot of balance to a board that otherwise would be, just focused on political agendas.
I heard there are 3 or 4,000 Korean voters in your district.
Yes.
What did you do especially for Korean community?
Yeah, I have just been endorsed by State Senator Chap Peterson, who is a Democrat, who's actually endorsed my campaign because I am a voice for the Korean community. That was one of the specific reasons he endorsed me. Again, the 10% tax on meals on Korean business. I helped a lot of Korean businesses with zoning and permitting issues. Probably the #1 thing I do for Korean businesses is work zoning and permitting. Yeah, the other thing I do is I work with our Korean church community. I've helped them with zoning and permitting issues. I have proudly sponsored the proclamation to celebrate KCPC's 50th anniversary. We're going to present that proclamation on the 25th of October.
What is the focusing for Korean community next supervisor of Springfield?
Well, for me, it would be continuing to support, the education system. We need to get the education system back on. Address crime that's impacting not just the Korean community, but our entire community. And the taxes, we need to get taxes under control. We need to keep our residents here. More residents are leaving than coming to Fairfax County. And it's really an affordability issue, especially with our seniors.
And any messages to Korean community?
Local elections are important. We're the government closest to you. You need people that will make sure you have quality schools, make sure our public safety departments are top-notch, and that we focus resources into the classroom so we can get our education system back on track.
Good effort and good luck.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
스프링필드 슈퍼바이저에 출마하는 팻 헤러티. 한인들과 함께하며 한인들의 미래를 생각해왔습니다. 교육과 스몰 비즈니스를 신경 쓰고 함께 나아갈 미래를 꿈꾸는 팻 헤러티. 한인들의 친구 팻 헤러티를 슈퍼바이저로 다시 뽑아주세요. 투표에 참여해 주시고 팻 헤러티에 투표하세요. 한인들의 친구 팻 헤러티. 11월 7일 선거에 모두 함께합시다.
I'm Springfield District Supervisor Pat Hegarty. I'm a friend of the Korean community and I need your help to get reelected on November 7th. This message paid for by friends of Pat Hegarty.